I may cuss, but I don't curse. Let's get that situated first. Taurus is what's good with y'all. Back with another one for you, for us, right? Because everybody got Taurus in their chart somewhere. It's a 3 card draw. I ain't gonna hold you long, ayo, but I'm not. And the cards are already out here. I did not swindle you. We're starting with the Mother Star, which is a unique card to this deck, followed by the Knight of Wands, followed by the Tower card. So, 2 major arcanas out here. If we're considering the Mother Star card, which we are, bars, I'm nice. We know that already. But listen, right? Some of you have found the flow. I don't know if you've heard this from like business execs and gurus and philosophers and those types of individuals, but it's the flow. It's when you tap into this stream of consciousness that seems to have no interruptions and you go about your day very smoothly. You have found the state of flow by your world being upside down. Bars. Fucking nice. We know that already. But listen. So it feels like, to the average eye, it feels like your world is upside down. And to you, you might really be thinking that way. Like, damn, like my life is a shit show right now. I don't even know how I'm fucking still doing this shit. Like, am I winging it or not? Like, I don't know how the fuck I'm still doing this shit, B. But with that type of sanity within insanity, if you will, that has ignited your flow, because it sparks your intuition. I feel like your intuition was off. You see, a lot of the times being grounded can get excessive to where you're too grounded and now you don't consider other things. You don't consider your gut anymore, or you don't consider opportunities. You don't use your imagination anymore because every day is and everything is mundane, and this is the way of the world. This is the way the world works. Therefore, I'm going to work it. Pause. Like, yo, this crazy work. You get what I'm saying? So it's like you forget about the other elements. You forget about the sixth sense. You forget about things that, again, spark your intuition. Not only spark your intuition, but spark the fire within that burns the desire, the burning desire to do what you will, really willpower. And nonetheless, though, however, you have found a state of flow, which is very important. It's very important for this reading, and I feel that because, like I said, some of y'all were just like, you like, are you winging it? Some of y'all were winging it. That's what I'm seeing. And when you reflect now, what's being asked of you now, or the situation that's at hand right now, rather, is to reflect on all of the twists and turns of the journey that you just have been through, that have brought you to this point, because all of those things have brought you to this point right now, especially this point of understanding. This ability to be able to reconcile with past hurts, past confusion of going through the things that caused you downs, because there were ups as well, but the downs, the fluctuations of everything, like I said, the twists and the turns that brought you to the point. Was it all worth it? Yes. It was all worth it. I give you an example, like, is this, and this is, when I say I give you an example, I kind of jumped the gun, but it's like, you went through those things, the fluctuations, so you can learn lessons from them, to gain the wisdom, because it's like some of the lessons that you learned, you went to learn them again because you wanted to be sure. You ever done that before? I'm pretty sure everyone has done that before. They learned a lesson and it was like, oh, okay, this is the way, at least I should do this. I don't know about anybody else, but this is the way I should go about doing things. But yet you relinquished the reins and became subject to the fucking again and chose the fucking instead. Like, oh, I could do this, or I could withstand that, and it's just like, no, you played yourself. Fuck what you talking about. Like, that's why you've been through the twists and the turns and the fluctuations. So now you can come to the understanding of, you know what? This is for me. That's not for me. Moving right along, because that assists you in the flow. So, like I said, I'm going to give you an example. Like, I went on a fast food tour not too long ago. I don't know if I spoke about that in my membership or if I actually spoke about it publicly, but that's not like me. Anybody who knows me, that's not like me at all. Like, but nonetheless, me experimenting out here, went on the quest. Nonetheless, bars are nice. We know that already. And, I learned what I learned, but I also learned something that I already knew. At least the foundation of what fast food is, what it's comprised of, what it means health-wise and economy-wise. It's very extensive, of course, if I'm doing the research, right? But it ranged from a wide spectrum of things. And I'm just like, okay, I learned that, but now here's the opportunity to say, well, now that you're finished with the experiment, are you going to go buy fast food now? It's just like, nah. Because I've learned before that dealing with corporations, this is what my lesson was. So this might give you some feedback, even might directly channel into what you're going through right now. I said, yo, I'm going back to the supermarkets to buy the foods that are less expensive. When you compare and contrast them to fast food is just what it is, fast food. And we do it sometimes because we're complacent. We get, I gotta say it, we get lazy because it's like right there. If you look around, especially depending on where you live, they're on every corner. Like there's like 10 of them on one block in some urban area. So it's just like, go figure. Just go outside and go grab something real quick, come back and do your work, right? Because we're so busy. You ain't got time to be cooking or whatever the case may be. But once you start tallying up, if you even choose to tally up, you're like, yo, you go to the supermarket, you might spend more time on preparing the food, but the results is going to be much more better for the health, for the well-being, and not for nothing, for the wallet, for the financial responsibility. And corporations do it better than the small industries. I'm just keeping it a bean. Now, there are some small businesses that are coming up and doing their thing because of other stuff, but I don't want to drag this reading and get too deep into that. But corporations are going to afford you the most affordability to do the things that you want to do when it comes to, and this is just not just food based. This comes with any and everything because they have the resources to make prices cheaper. So all that tariff shit and all of that shit that's hanging over people's heads and the scare tactics that people are using, the doom and gloom and all that, there's ways around all of that shit. You just got to be in tune. And I feel like you found your flow to be in tune now because of all of the twists and turns and the things that you discovered along the way that are pros and that are cons. You now have the ability to guide. And if you think you don't have the ability to be guided through this, you do now with the Mother Star card popping up here. The guidance is going to be right there for you. But remember to embody all elements: earth, fire, water, air. Embody all of them. You know what I'm saying? Because that's going to assist you to maintain the flow. The flow. So what's expected, the expected outcome of this is a tower. You know, I was just talking to a friend not too long ago, and they was talking about how all of the things that are happening down in Louisiana, you know, the inmates escaping, and then, you know, the plantation burnt down, and, you know, what's the woman's house burnt down. She was like a priestess down there. I forget her name right now, but y'all know who I'm talking about. Be in the comment section if you remember the name of who I'm talking about. Like, their house burnt down, so it's just like, you know, I don't believe in coincidences. You know what I'm saying? Like, even up here, like a Mexican boat just crushed into the Brooklyn Bridge. Like, I see the coding in that. You understand what I'm saying? So this is the type of destruction that I see, the type of release that's occurring. But does this affect you or impact you in some type of way? Not negatively. I don't see it. I see you obtaining a state of flow for a reason. Like I said, I don't believe in coincidences. I feel like you found your niche. You found your pitch. Bars, I'm nice. You found your flow. And that is just going to disrupt the society at large because of things that they've done and the karmic debts that they have to pay to society. They ain't got shit to do with you. You're actually, I feel like you're a catalyst of some sort. Like you're actually, a catalyst that is kind of like subtly generating these types of things. I know I'm getting deep now. You might be like, oh, why I gotta be the catalyst of the bad shit that's happening around me? It's just like, yo, sometimes people need to see the opposite of the destruction to know the difference, to see the distinction and be like, oh, well, that didn't touch them, that didn't harm them, and your life. Remember, I began saying that your life is upside down, but you found your flow right now. And you're going to turn that thing around, hokey pokey. You understand what I'm saying? Bars, I'm fucking nice. We know that already. Until next time, I'm out.